Hi, everybody, it's Ms.Salazar, and welcome to Health Class. So, today we're going to talk about walk and bike safely. So, it's basically just things that you can do in order to stay safe when you are riding your bike or when you are walking on the road, when you're walking on the road. So, this is a bike lane. So, it is for people who ride bikes only and they are on the side of the road. So, you can find this in some countries, not everybody has this. I don't think we have bike lanes. I think I've seen bike lanes in Isabela, but I'm not sure about any other town. But this is a bike lane and it is used for people who want to ride their bikes, but obviously they need their own space so they don't get hit by a car. So you have the bike lanes and then you have the main road, which is obviously where the cars are going to pass by. And then these protective barriers also help protect the people riding the bike, just in case a car sort of swerves, then a car might hit this block instead of a person, right? So again, bike lanes, if you see one and you're riding your bike, then definitely use this. Now, bike lights. Now, some places have bike lights. I don't think that Puerto Rico has bike lights. I haven't seen this specifically. I've seen this. We do have these traffic lights. So basically, the bike lights, they let people know when it is safe to cross the road. So let's say that you're riding your bike, you're on the bike lane, you're staying safe, and then you're going to cross the road and you see that you have bike lights and then it's red. So when it's red, that means that you need to fully stop riding the bike because it's going to be the car's turn to cross the road. If you have the yellow light, which is always in the middle, then that means that you need to start hitting the brakes because a car is going to pass by very, very soon. But if you have the green light, which is always at the bottom, then the green light is perfectly fine. That means that you are allowed to cross the road. But if you don't have bike lights, then you can use these traffic lights. So the green exactly it's exactly the same thing. The green is going to mean that you are allowed to cross the road. Now, here's a question. Do people walking or biking need to obey traffic signals? Yes or no? Hmm. Do people walking or riding their bikes need to obey traffic signals? So the answer is a definite yes. Absolutely. They have to follow traffic signals because it's going to help keep them safe. It's going to help keep other people safe. And basically, following traffic signals is going to avoid accidents, right? So you need to follow them, whether you are walking, running, riding your bike, you're in a car, you're riding your scooter or a skateboard, it doesn't matter. You need to follow those traffic signals. Now, take a look at this page. This is a poster page that you guys have in your workbook. It's page 28 and 29. And obviously, we've discussed this before, but take a look at the right side of the page. You have some hand signals, right? So if you are riding your bike and you decide to take a left turn, then this is the signal that you are going to use. A left turn means that you're going to turn this way. So this is the signal for a left turn. You're going to completely stretch out your left arm. And then if you're riding your bike and you decide to take a right turn, right means that you're going this way. This way. This is the right. You're here and you decide to go this way. So if you want to take a right turn, then you would make an L shape with your arm. But if you're riding your bike and let's say that you see the traffic signals, right? Let's say that you see the bike, the bike lights, and then the let's say that it's red, right? So red means that you need to completely stop riding the bike because that means that cars are going to pass by. So this is the signal that you would do. So it's the same thing as the right turn. It's an L shaped except your hand is pointing down. So we have three bike signals: your left turn, the right turn, and then the stop. Now, here you have some basic bike safety rules. Number one, obviously, you have to wear a helmet. Number two, ride on bike lanes or the right hand side of the road. So, again, not every road has bike lanes. But if you do not have bike lanes, then you can ride your bike on the right hand side of the road, and then you can just leave the cars on your left. So basically, you're riding the bike on the right side of the road, and then you're just gonna let the cars pass you by on your left. And it's this is the safest way to do that, to ride your bike. Now, number 3, it says do not ride double, and number 4, use hand signals. So when it says do not ride double, that means that, let's say that you want to ride your bike but you don't want to go alone, so you have a couple of friends with you, and then you have two people riding the bikes right next to each other. No, don't do that. Absolutely not. Make sure that you guys are like in a single file line, because if you have one person riding the bike next to you, and let's say that that person trips, that person can make you fall, and that person can cause an accident. So it's best not to ride that way. Now, take a look at this picture. There's definitely something wrong with it, and we will discuss this in class. Now, here's another question. Why is it important to know these hand signals? Let's see. Why? Why is it important to know these hand signals? And we mentioned 3 of them. When you're going to take a left turn, when you're going to take a right turn, and when you're going to stop. So, the hand signals, they let cars know what you're doing so you don't get hit. And it doesn't just let cars know what you are doing, it also lets other people know what you are doing. So, if you're not the only one riding the bike, you're also just keeping other people safe. So, the rest of the people that are riding the bikes, they also know what you are doing if you are using those hand signals. Now, here you have again some basic procedures for crossing the street. Number 1, stop. Obviously, you have to stop before crossing the road. You can't just cross the road because you want to. No. Number 2, you have to look left, then right, and then left again. So basically, you have to look 3 times before crossing the road just to be super safe when you're crossing the road. You have to basically like double check before crossing the road. Number 3, wait for traffic to stop. Do not cross the road if you have cars passing by you. It is not safe. Number 4 says, let's see, number 4, watch for cars and bikes that are turning. So even when you are crossing the road and you are using the crosswalk, right? You still have to be aware of your surroundings. You still have to be paying attention to the cars around you, because then someone might decide to take a turn, and that person might not know that there are people crossing the road, and then you can get hit by a car. So even when you are crossing the road, you still have to pay attention to the cars that are around you. And then number 5, obey the walk and the don't walk signals. So again, if you have bike lights, then pay attention to them. If you don't have bike lights and you have that light, the basic walking light with the person, and let's say that the person is in green, then yeah, you can definitely cross the road. So you have to follow those signals. Now, this is a video that you guys have in LMS. It's basically just about bike safety, and we will be discussing this video in class. Now, this is going to be your assessment. Basically, all you have to do is just match the signals with their meaning. And remember that we talked about 3 of them. So you have to turn this in. You have until the 13th to do that. And you have to turn it into LMS in PDF, and it is worth 5 points. And that's about it, you guys. So if you have any questions concerning the assessment, let me know. Bye, everybody.